Welcome to Friday, November 1st, 2024. TGIF, the Stay With It podcast, brought to you by Converse County Tourism. Douglas and Glen Rock, Wyoming are bustling with action this holiday season. Plan your excursion, including fun activities, beautiful downtowns, and historic treasures. Learn more at conversecountytourism.com. Well, here's a nice shot of the Bighorn Mountains after a little bit of fresh snow this week up into the high country. And we'll see more scenes like that here going forward. Now, it's going to be pretty quiet. Now, there's going to be some moisture coming in from the Pacific Northwest. West of the Continental Divide, you're going to see some shower activity redeveloping. As we go through later today and into Saturday, east of the divide, it's going to be very quiet. However, it gets kind of very complicated. We have several systems coming off the Pacific through the middle of next week. That's going to make the weather, as we said, love to use the word unsettled. That's exactly how it's going to be, especially between Sunday through Wednesday. Then there's kind of a wild card. We'll show you that wild card late next week that we'll need to keep an eye on. The satellite photos this morning kind of show why it's going to be complicated. While there's not a lot going on in the west right now, other than some high and mid-level clouds, you can see here in the Pacific Northwest a lot of streakiness. These are strong and moist jet stream winds and unsettled conditions coming off the Pacific. Here's the next Pacific wave coming through. So the Pacific Northwest will continue to have some good chances for precipitation into those areas, as we'll see west of the divide that moisture move in. But a large part of the west for today and Saturday will be under basically west to southwest flow. So there you can see the systems coming in off the Pacific from the Aleutians there to near British Columbia. Generally west to southwest flow though. So it's going to be a little bit warmer, little bit breezy, seasonal, good way to describe it. But by tomorrow afternoon and evening, this is by 6 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to see that trough, the next trough, come off the coast more inland, and it's going to get stretched. We talked about it yesterday, getting stretched, so that's going to kind of take the energy and moisture and stretch it a bit, not concentrate it. But this is going to produce a nice little swath of snow and rain shower activity into the Pacific Northwest through tomorrow. So the Yellowstone Plateau, places like Star Valley, Jackson, into the Wind Rivers here, the Wasatch, the Great Basin. There's going to be another little slug of Pacific moisture later today through Saturday west of the divide. And there's where you can see the moisture there through tonight into early Saturday. By Monday morning, the system gets stretched out. We have two pieces, one in southern Canada, one near the Four Corners area. But along this area right here, you'll have moisture, colder air, and instability. So this is going to produce some showers in the Sunday, Monday time frame. And here's the next system, queued up to slip in right behind it. So this is the precipitation forecast with that stretch system Sunday and Monday. So you can see some heavier moisture in New Mexico, across southern Colorado here, into Utah, Colorado, out into the plains will be some showers. Not much going on up here, but this is what happens when you get a stretched system. The moisture cannot get concentrated. That being said, there's going to be a little bit of weather Sunday into Monday with this next trough coming on through and another drop in temperature. This is what the snowfall looks like. So the first system west of the divide. The second system Sunday and Monday gets into the divide and a little bit east of the divide with some weather. So watch your mountain passes and traveling through the high country in the Sunday, Monday time frame. Then that next system, this is by Wednesday morning. The next system comes in, and again, it gets stretched out a little bit, but there's going to be a little bit more energy on the southern branch of this system. This one is going to come in with a little bit more of a punch, and there it is. This is the third system. So Colorado, maybe, we'll see, maybe the I-corridor, southern Wyoming, but Colorado here is in a position to get some light to moderate precipitation as we get into late Tuesday, into the day on Wednesday, and another slug of colder weather. So the Pacific now just throwing things at us, and we could have a little snow event here in the Wednesday, Thursday timeframe, maybe getting started Tuesday night, but certainly Wednesday into early Thursday. We have this other event coming through. We're not done because this low right here is gonna break off from the main jet stream. And you'll see this high kind of come inland a little bit while this gets cut off and left behind. This is where it gets a little bit unsettled in terms of what the scenario is going to be as it plays out. So this is by noon Thursday. The system settles down into Arizona. Notice it gets cut off. It's cut off from the main jet stream. Now, I'll tell you this, these upper level lows that get cut off from the jet stream are notoriously very difficult for the models. The models handle cut off lows very, very poorly. So what this means is we have a lot of question marks because we're going to get a lot of variability between now and then. However, you have to watch these cut-off lows, especially as you change seasons, because they can be a wild card. They could cause a forecast to go south real quick. So by noon Thursday, it gets cut off. But look what happens here by Saturday. I mentioned the high was going to move off the coast and inland. Well, it does, but caught underneath the high is the closed low circulation. If this happens, well, basically the same system that comes in Wednesday boomerangs and comes back again, and we'll just have to watch it. But this will be something late next week, and then you can see there's more coming off the Pacific here. So there's going to be a lot more weather to talk about in the days ahead. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.